You got it?
You go first.
I'll like, when you say your name, I'll like pass it over to you. I'll be like, my name is Rachel Feinstein. And then just like, my name is Delia. Oh,
each have one. They are on right now. So anyway, if you just want to kind of practice, and you have your own. So yeah, this is in here, but I think you all had, oh no, sorry, that's not yours. That's your presentation. So, all right, you good?
Yeah, so okay. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll do it without it for a second. Okay. Oh wait.
Didn't they say how it impacted us individually?
Yeah, but she read the script, it's just how it discussed.
It was good?
Yeah. Okay. Hello, it is an honor to be here today. My name is Rachel Feinstein.
And my name is Annalia.
We are currently senior cheerleaders at Greeley Central High School. This fall, the Success Foundation helped us, along with 5 other teammates, travel across the country to cheer in the New York Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Spending the week in New York City was one of the best experiences of our lives.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for the 12th Annual Success Foundation Breakfast. I encourage you at this time to grab breakfast. There are 6 stations set up. They all have the same food. So please get through the line because we are going to start promptly here at 7. So grab your coffee, grab your breakfast. We have a very special part of our catering this morning. The Greeley West catering class has provided all the pastries this morning. So again, please get through those breakfast lines and we'll be with you shortly.
You're just doing the national anthem or are you doing the pledge of allegiance?
Just the national anthem, yeah.
So you're asking if you should even say their names on here?
Yes, is that okay?
You don't have to, but if you'd like to, yeah.
Okay. I think we will, just because we have a lot of students here. That's, but should she stop while they come out, or both of them say their names and then they'll come out? How long she's talking about?
Yeah, what they'll do is right when you start at this time, they'll send them out.
Okay.
And then so they'll stand there, and so you can keep going through the things. And then once you're done with this, when they see this, that's when they're going to go present. So the Marine Corps flag will go down and rifle will go down.
Okay, so you just need to go through it, and they'll do their thing.
Yeah, don't worry about timing. I'll key off of you. If that helps.
Thank you.
All right.
Perfect. That sounds good. Okay, let me make another announcement.
Good morning again. Thank you so much for attending the 12th Annual Success Foundation Breakfast. Looks like we have lots of people coming in the room right now. We are going to try to start promptly here at 7. So please grab your coffee, grab your breakfast. There are several stations set up throughout the room. All of the stations have the same food. I'd like to thank Aunt Helen's Coffee House and the Greeley West catering class. A special part of our breakfast this morning is Greeley West has made all of our pastries. So please grab some breakfast, grab some coffee, and find your seats, and we will start here shortly. your time is up for socializing for just a minute. If you can please find your seats. We will give you a little more time here in a minute to keep talking and have some breakfast, but if you can find your seats, we'd like to get started here. So again, please find your seats. We're going to start in 1 minute.
Josh, you ready? Josh?
Student. So I would ask that you take a seat. You are not going to want to miss our student speakers. So please take your seat at this time. And I'm going to turn it over to Northridge High School student Herminia.
Good morning. My name is Herminia Tejeda, and I'm a current senior here at Northridge High School. I'm also a 2022 Bachelor Scholar. This upcoming fall, I'll be attending Columbia School of Mines to pursue a bachelor's in mechanical engineering. And I've actually been with District 6 for the entirety of my academic career. I came to America when I was 6 years old, and District 6 welcomed me with open arms. And it's provided so many opportunities since, so it has definitely left its mark on me. Anywho, I would like to welcome you to Northridge High School and to a Success Foundation's 12th annual breakfast. We're honored to have you all here with us. I hope you enjoy your time this morning learning about just a few of the many great things going on at District 6. At this time, I would like to introduce two outstanding student groups. Will you please rise for the presentations of colors by Northridge High School Junior ROTC members, Cadet Lance, Corporals Ethan Kinsley, Justin McDaniel, James Fleming, Julissa Antonio, and alternate Cadet Sergeant Major Jennifer Castillo. The Northridge Junior ROTC is under the direction of Major Stephen Kinsley. Our national anthem will be performed by the Greeley Central Orchestra under the direction of Mr. Dustin Munger.
Hello, good morning. My name is Omari Edwards, and I am here as a member of the Greeley West catering class. Before we let you know what we made for breakfast, I hope you guys have a good morning. We made cream cheese danishes with a strawberry topping, blueberry white chocolate scones with a lemon glaze, and then we made chocolate covered eclairs with pastry cream. Now please take some time to enjoy breakfast. Many of you have a District 6 representative at your table, and I know they look forward to talking with you. We will be back with you shortly.
So we'll wait 15 minutes,
Okay.
and then you're up. So if you do not use this, and you're not going to use it, that's okay. I'm going to just keep them on the right page. So we're going to get here to, because when they come up, they are going to use this. So if you're not going to use it, then just take it with you. Okay. So we'll get going here in about 10 minutes, probably. while you're enjoying breakfast. Did that wake you up? While you're enjoying breakfast, we do have up on the screen our sponsors. We'll be announcing them shortly, but they are rolling through if you want to take a look up there. And I just have to tell a story about Amari, who is just up here.
When we went, we had the chance to go to the new Greeley West High School, and we were following our podcasting class around, and they interviewed Amari, and they said, "What do you think of the new school?" And with a big smile on his face, he said, "I just feel better here." Do you remember saying that? So anyway, just a fun story about Amari, but we'll be back with you shortly. but I do want to get your full attention, so thank you so much for being with us this morning. Wait a few minutes till the buzz dies down. Thank you. I can see the ones that are causing trouble, so I'm going to start calling your names. Craig Kingman. Yeah, all right. Thank you. Okay, we are going to get our program started, and I'm going to turn it over to our junior board president, Nathaniel Rudolph from Greeley West High School.
Once again, good morning, everyone. Thank you to Annalia, the Northridge Junior ROTC, the Greeley Central Orchestra, and the Greeley West Catering Cast for helping us launch our 12th annual Success Foundation Breakfast. And I think we are off to a great start. My name is Nathaniel Rudolph, and I am proud to be the Success Foundation Junior Board President. I am currently a senior at Greeley West High School and will be attending Chapman University to major in broadcast journalism and documentary. At this time, I'd like to recognize all of our junior board members who are here on the stage with me. The junior board was founded in 2020 and is made up of high school students throughout District 6. We meet monthly and engage in leadership activities, meet and learn about different subjects through guest speakers, and are involved in community service projects. Our community service project this year was holding food drives at our high schools. Collectively, we acquired over 4,000 food items, which if you've been to the grocery store lately, that is a lot of money. These items will be distributed throughout District 6 through summer programs and the school food pantries that are being established for next year. The Junior Board has also played a significant role in organizing today's events, and we are excited to hear from all of our student presenters. This time, I'd like to give each Junior Board member the opportunity to introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Taylor Dunbar. I'm a junior at Greeley West High School, and one thing I love about our district and our board is the inclusiveness that we see throughout everything that we do.
Hi, my name is Alec Corlandon. I'm a junior at university, and my favorite thing about the junior board is the environment of creativity that we maintain.
Hi, my name is Gavin Peterson, and I'm a freshman at Greeley West, and on the junior board we have learned to become better leaders in our school.
Hi, my name is Bianca Hernandez-Vasquez. I'm a senior at Greeley West High School. I'll be majoring in biology at CU Boulder. Something I like about the junior board was the pantry that Daniel previously mentioned, because I feel like it's going to give out good opportunities for students in need.
Hello, I'm Tommy Medina, and I'm a junior at Greeley Central High School. And one thing I love about the junior board is that we are able to get together from every high school. Hopefully, we can include more members, but to bring focus of problems throughout the district that we students can be able to provide.
Thank you, junior board members. We are glad to be part of this event and able to introduce something new this year, live streaming. Thank you to a grant funded by the Success Foundation. Greeley West was able to purchase video equipment that we use for video production for our West report. We're using that same equipment here today to live stream the event. Thank you to my fellow classmates, Xavier and Ruthie here in the back, for operating the live stream so it can be available to people that cannot be here and can access later. I'd like to now welcome our MCs, Tanyan Shuttler, senior at Greeley West High School, and Kara Shuttler, senior at Greeley Central High School.
Thank you, Nathaniel. My name is Tanyan Shuttler. As Nathaniel said, I am a senior at Greeley West High School. I am involved in theater, NHS, student council, and the Greeley West Word newspaper. And I plan on attending UNC this fall and majoring in musical theater. My name is Kara Shuttler. I am a senior at Greeley Central High School. I'm involved in theater at Greeley Central, and next year I will be going to Montana State University and majoring in architecture. Before we get into more of our program, we want to recognize our event sponsors. Sponsorship is vital to the work of the Success Foundation, and know we speak for everyone involved when we say how much your support is appreciated. Please hold your applause until all sponsors are recognized. Thank you to Doctorate level sponsors, Atmos Energy, Flood and Peterson, PDC Energy, and the Well Trust. The Master's level sponsors, AIDNA, Ames Community College, Allo Fiber, First National Bank, Front Range Roofing, and McDonald Toyota. Bachelor's level sponsors, ABC Child Development Centers, Adolphson and Peterson Construction, Comcast, DLR Group, Dana Orthodontics, Marr Family Dentistry, Otter Cares Foundation, Poudre Valley REA, and Wealth Community Credit Union. Certificate and diploma level sponsors, Anderson and Whitney, Bank of Colorado, First Bank, Great Western Bank, New American Funding, Sears Real Estate, Wealth Family Clinic of Chiropractic, and Whitner, Oldenburg, Berry, and Groom. A full list of sponsors can be found in your program. Please help me in thanking all of our sponsors with a round of applause. In addition to the student groups who have already been recognized, we would also like to thank the Council of Student Representatives who helped greet you and get you checked in this morning. This group is made up of representatives from all of our traditional public and charter high schools. They help at this event every year, and we are so happy to have them back.
Finally, a big thank you to our table captains who are hosting tables today, and Aunt Helen's Coffee House for providing breakfast items, and of course, coffee. None of us would quite be the same without coffee, and appreciate you starting so early this morning to serve us.
Let's give everyone one more round of applause. This morning, our goal is to show how community support has and continues to benefit the students of Greeley Evans School District 6. Please direct your attention to the screen to see a video created by the District 6 Communications that highlights the importance of community partnerships.
In Greeley Evans School District 6, our schools and entire community are working together to support learning and success for all children. Bond funding is providing state-of-the-art, safe, and innovative learning environments. The mill levy override has supported career pathway programs and internships, enhanced safety at all schools, provided one-to-one computer devices, new school buses, and allowed for hundreds of additional concurrent enrollment classes to be taken. And resources provided through the Success Foundation are creating opportunities, equity and access, and ensuring the needs of all District 6 students are met.
For us in District 6, community support has meant bettering our school district. It's meant partnering with community agencies and organizations to ensure we have the supports we need for our students and our staff. And at the end of the day, it is the community support that has resulted in the passing of our mill levy override and the passing of this amazing bond issue that we're now seeing come to fruition here in District 6. And without our community, we would not be able to do what we do for the children here in District 6.
It's much like the bond and the mill levy. With us receiving a new building, it's very much the same thing. These incredible gifts that our kids, I don't want to say deserve, but definitely are in need to have. And so what that means to me is it's a peace of mind knowing that when our kids are well fed and taken care of physically, emotionally, then they can turn around and perform stronger academically. It builds that trust with parents and our other community members to realize that there are lots of people in our community that are supporting Madison and the other schools that are in need. As a principal, it just helps me do my job because our kids could then do their job.
You know, the Success Foundation has raised around $5 million in the time that I've been here in District 6 over the last 7 years. Those are real dollars, and those dollars are in our District 6 schools.
As a parent with multiple children who attend District 6, we're asking for opportunities that kids are never going to get and that our kids are never going to get unless there's money that comes from the community, unless there's people in the community who are willing to give their time and expertise in order for our kids to learn from them. I think you just really have to have that partnership in order to feel comfortable as a parent and to feel like your student is going to get success or earn success at some point.
What we've done with the Smart Lab project and the iPads before that has truly transformed our classrooms and transformed the way we teach, and really is the catalyst for how we prepare kids for college and career.
I can cooperate better with partners and understand what they're saying more. It's helping me use computers and use them the way I want to, and go to coding games and apps and use them as a practice to help me with more severe times. I want to be an engineer, and I want to design different machines and code them in special ways and invent them.
The Success Foundation is really proud of the role we get to play in supporting education in Greeley Evans School District 6. We know community support is vital to the success of our students, and we also know that our students are vital to the success of our community. So on behalf of the Success Foundation, thank you for partnering with us.
Great work, Kim Desmond and Josh Polson with District 6 Communications for putting that together. Thank you. Before we bring up our next student presenter, we do want to thank all of you again for being here and wanting to take a minute to recognize some of our guests. As we call your name, will you please stand? Audience, will you please hold your applause until we have recognized all individuals and groups. All government officials, District 6 school board members, Kyle Bentley, Natalie Mash, Michael Matthews, Pepper Mueller, Rob Norwood, Terry Pappas, Taylor Sullivan. Success Foundation board members, Delia Hafley, Craig Kingman, Press Montoya, Sarah Potter, CJ Renaud, Lindsay Salazar, John Shuttler, Mike Shoup, Kelly Zielman, and Megan Sponsler. All District 6 staff. And let's give everyone a round of applause. The Success Foundation is proud to be the foundation for Greeley Evans School District 6. Donors have given over $5.2 million since the foundation was founded in 2010. This morning, we are going to hear about projects the Success Foundation is supporting directly from District 6 students. Let's start with Delia and John W. Hafley Opportunity Fund. This fund was instigated by the Hafleys as a means to help close equity gaps and remove financial barriers for students. Many donors have contributed to this fund, and money raised through last year's drive-through breakfast has supported projects including home internet access, summer camp experiences at the Pooter Learning Center, concert attire for music performances, and travel and registration fees for leadership and career conferences, to name a few. We are going to bring up two students now to speak about another unique experience that was made possible in part by the Opportunity Fund. Members of the Greeley Central cheer team qualified for and performed in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade last year. Please welcome Rachel Feinstein and Annalia Moreno to tell us more about this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Hello, it is an honor to be here today. My name is Rachel Feinstein.
And my name is Annalia Moreno.
We are currently senior cheerleaders at Greeley Central High School. This fall, the Success Foundation helped us, along with 5 other teammates, travel across the country to cheer in the New York Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Spending the week in New York City was one of the best experiences of our lives. From Broadway shows and endless subway rides to being choreographed by some of the best coaches in the country, this trip helped to open our eyes to the vast opportunities that may lay ahead in our careers.
This trip was made possible by the Hafley Opportunity Fund. Cheerleaders from all across the country were able to cheer in this parade. Being able to represent Greeley Central, District 6, and the Success Foundation was an honor.
Although this opportunity was not available to everyone, the support from our community was a huge honor, an invaluable experience. Representing our school in a way bigger forum helped us in many aspects of our life. Performing in front of millions of people on live television was surreal. Not only did it teach us to persevere under pressure, but it taught us to all be leaders.
With short notice, each cheerleader was responsible for raising their own funds for the trip. Through our community support, we had the ability to take 7 cheerleaders to New York City.
Giving and supporting the youth in our community impacts us so much, leading us to want to give to young people in our community in the future. We want others to experience things bigger than themselves as we did. The Success Foundation cares about the future for our youth and helps to define the power that kindness and generosity can do to positively affect others' lives.
Again, thank you so much for having us here this morning. This was definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we will truly never forget, and we greatly appreciate the generosity from the Success Foundation along with their ever-giving support to the youth in our community.
The Success Foundation is honored to partner with thank you, Rachel and Annalia. The The Success Foundation is honored to partner with District 6 Nutrition Services in the work they do for students. With nearly 70% of students qualifying for free and reduced lunch, we know many students rely on school meals for their daily nutrition. The Food for Success campaign was established in 2018 as a means to help pay off student meal debt. In 2020, meal debt had reached close to 150,000% in District 6. Oh, sorry, dollars. Whoops. Through generous community support, an opportunity to be featured on 9 News through Kyle Clark's World of Thanks, meal debt was eliminated by the end of 2020. This allowed Nutrition Services and the Success Foundation to expand the Food for Success campaign to include school food pantries. A big thank you to the Well Trust, who recently provided a grant that will fund the equipment needed to install a food pantry at all school sites over the next 3 years. Meal debt will continue to be a priority for the Food for Success campaign, but funds raised will also help sustain school food pantries. Food insecurity can negatively impact multiple facets of a person's life. If students aren't properly nourished, it is very difficult to learn and grow. We thank our community and our amazing District 6 Nutrition Services Department for working so tirelessly to support this essential need for students. To get a student's perspective on this topic, we'd like to welcome our next presenter to the stage. This student placed 3rd at the state speech and debate competition in the category of poetic interpretation just last month. It is fitting that she will be telling the story of so many District 6 students through poetry. Please welcome Greeley West High School student Gabrielle.
Hello, my name is Gabrielle and I'm hungry, which sometimes is a drag. I'm a proud Spartan at Greeley West. I also will be majoring in environmental sociology at CSU, no less. You could say ambition sequesters in my soul. A model student within myself, international baccalaureate and advanced placement tests filled to the brim with extracurriculars, but yet I'm hungry. I moved to Greeley in the summer of 2019, and one thing that I appreciate about Greeley West, despite the asbestos-filled roofing, is the amount of diversity. There are kids who are and are not like myself. I grew up in northern Aurora. My single mother, a teacher, instilled lessons of education, but most importantly, adaptability. I'm hungry, but my mother kept our bellies full and young minds at ease from the 5.5% increase on groceries in our food desert streets until high school, when the cost of living ballooned. Even in the suburbs, you couldn't go to the parks or play outside. I wrote a rhyme, a way to deal with the trauma, I guess. And it goes, look over your shoulder, don't forget to hide, duck and cover to the sound of distant gunshots outside. And that's why we moved to northern Colorado. When we did, I realized that the problems of Aurora city streets are not so different from our Greeley communities. When COVID hit, I heard of food scarcity. Surely we were safe, but on a dime, it turned into my reality. So is the case for many, regardless of urban or rural families. I'm hungry because when unemployment struck for first my brother, then my mother, we tackled odd jobs with curiosity to provide for a 6-person family, but nothing stops the rent. Odd jobs bring something, but it does not ensure security. I'm hungry for change. We made that change, applying for food insecurity because we didn't want the need to be hungry, and admitting that is scary. I know it shouldn't be, but there's a stigma. You see, people feel like they have to treat you differently, but adaptable people thrive given the opportunity. I'm hungry, but change is coming. Its melody echoes in the wind, its tectonic waves from my foundation friends, its paradise of pantries on the horizon. I wafted fresh produce, free of financial worry. I held it in my hands at breakfast and lunch, tasted it on my lips. I'm hungry, Yet, slowly but surely, we are financially recovering. And soon, other families can too, with something as simple as a plate of food. But for that to happen, it's up to people like me and you. Thank you.
What a talented young lady. When I first read that, I have to admit it brought tears to my eyes. So thank you, Gabrielle, for sharing that so beautifully with us this morning. I've been talking a lot. My name is Julie Hill, and I am very proud to be the Executive Director of the Success Foundation. I know you would much rather hear from Tanyan and Karen. If you did not notice, they are twins. So, but I could not miss the opportunity to talk a little bit about our next project, Smart Labs. I know many of you are familiar with this project and have supported it over the past couple of years. In partnership with District 6, this project was launched in 2019, and funds raised at both our 2019 and 20 breakfasts supported 5 labs that were installed. Smart Labs are learning environments that engage all students in a hands-on project-based approach in which science, technology, engineering, and math, known as STEM, disciplines are integrated. In a world where STEM disciplines are critical to all jobs, careers, and everyday life, it is vital that every student has equitable access and a strong foundation in STEM. With the success of the first 5 labs, and in order to provide equitable access, District 6 and the Success Foundation developed a plan and timeline to ensure Smart Labs could be at all elementary, middle, and K-8 schools over a 4-year period of time. And then COVID came. Our efforts shifted in order to respond to more immediate needs, and I have to admit I wasn't sure if our Smart Lab project would be completely derailed. When we went back to the district and asked, are Smart Labs still a priority for you given all that has occurred? Their answer was emphatically yes. When you see students in a Smart Lab, you will see that they are very engaged, and the curriculum contributes to some wonderful skills like communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and problem solving. The district believed these learning environments were more important than ever as students came back into our school buildings. Sorry, I'm having a hard time with my page here. Smart Labs also allow students to explore careers from a young age. So the Success Foundation got to work, and once again, I wasn't sure how we were going to raise the funds without being able to do in-person events and everything happening virtually. And then board member Mike Shoup, who's up here, raised his hand and he said, I want to chair this fundraising campaign. I said, great, Mike, that sounds like a great idea. And we gathered, Mike called some folks, and we got some folks together that helped us and gave us great advice. So I know many of them are with us here today. Meenan Bergman, Travis Gilmore, Delia Aithley, Craig Kingman, Royal Lovell, and Kelly Zillman. With Mike's leadership and guidance from our committee and the generosity of our community, the Success Foundation secured donations and pledges in the amount of $3.4 million in about 6 months last year. On behalf of all involved, I would like to sincerely thank each and every one of you for contributing to this project. You have made it possible for a Smart Lab to be at all elementary, middle, and K-8 schools by the year 2024. So hold on, I'm going to tell you a little bit more. At this time, I would like to recognize, again, so many of you, I think you could all stand up and say you've contributed to this project, but we had a few really step up to make major gifts to this campaign. It started with a surprise gift at the Otter Cares Foundation 10th anniversary. So they did that back in 2019. And then in 2021, we had 6 contributors that are funding a whole lab. And again, some of them are with us today. Scott and Holly Ehrlich, the Holloway Family Foundation, the Knopf Family Foundation, the Montfort Family Foundation, the Richardson Family, and the Shoup Family Foundation. Yes. And then we have this amazing new organization in town called the Well Trust. And they said, okay, we will match what your community funders just did. So the Well Trust came in, and we got a grant from them to support 6 more labs. So thank you to the Well Trust. And then last but not least, JBS has said, we want to be part of this project too. This is a great project. And they will be supporting 8 labs. So there will be a total of 21 labs when it's all said and done. But what was really cool, and I'm almost done talking, I promise, but in the process of trying to secure money for Smart Labs, we found some donors that were interested in other projects. And if you've driven around town, you've certainly seen that there are a lot of other projects to support. But I would be remiss if I did not mention them, because again, we initially asked them for Smart Labs, but they said, you know what, there's this cool new building going up called the Toynton Academy of Pre-Engineering. And so we had Chevron, PDC Energy, and Bob Toynton that are giving major gifts to that project as well that will really help advance the initiatives of that school. So let's give them a round of applause. Okay, I told you I was done talking. Thank you for allowing me this time. This was a big deal for our school district, for the Success Foundation, and for our community. So thank you for letting me get through that. And so it's enough from me. One of my favorite things, if you saw the little boy up here, is going into our Smart Labs and seeing what they're all about. Today we have a wonderful young man who looks very handsome that I'm going to bring up. Please welcome 5th grade student from Ann K. Hyman Elementary School, Zane Mendelson.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zane Mendelson, and I'm a 5th grader at Ann K. Hyman Elementary School. When I grow up, I want to be a policeman and a fighter pilot for the Navy. It will be dangerous, but also exciting at the same time. I am here to tell you about my experience in my school's Smart Lab. Our school received a Smart Lab this year due to the tremendous work by the Success Foundation. A Smart Lab is a place where you can learn how to build a robot, how to use circuits, or how to make a video game. The real reason we go to Smart Lab is to learn how to learn. Each pair of students is given an instruction manual and resource, but what we do with that resource is up to us. I was paired up with one of my friends to make a video game. At the end of the week, we finished a pop-it game where if you drag the mouse and left-clicked on a balloon, it gave you 1 point. Then I changed it to where you would get 1,000,000 points, but that wasn't fun, so I changed it back to 1 point. The people around me were making animations, basketball games, other types of pop-it games, music games, and games where you play with a cat, but we all use the same app. When you first walk in, the Smart Lab is pretty loud because my class is excited to be there. My Smart Lab teacher, Mr. Zwickle, now tells us all just to get started. We all are at different stations for the week, so we grab our supplies and continue our projects. If you're at Makey, you're making a controller and a video game. If you're at Mexico, you're building a robot. If you're at Animation-ish, you're creating an animated flipbook. If you're at Circuits, you're building different circuits. And if you're at Google Maps, you're learning about geography and making your own map. The 3D printer is always making something new and different that a student created in their class. When we need help, we pivot or ask a neighbor or another student in class for help. We do a lot of problem solving and collaborating in Smart Lab. By the end of the week, we have a complete or mostly completed project to share with our class. Our school has changed a lot since we got our Smart Lab, because we all look forward to going to Smart Lab and learning something new. The way you learn is totally different because there are 5 stations. each with a different way of learning and new tools. We get to choose what we learn and how we learn it. There are 3 tables at each station where different groups can be working with the same resource and code with a different way to use it and use it in their own way to come up with their own projects. It's cool that every kid can succeed at Smart Lab because they do things at their own pace. It's a big learning difference because everyone can express their own opinions, creativity, and work in a way that is good for them. It's an exciting place to learn. I'm looking forward to seeing how what I learn in the Smart Lab shows up in my future schooling and careers. We are so grateful for the work that the Success Foundation did to get our school a Smart Lab, and we appreciate all of the work we have received from the Greeley Evans Schools community.
Thank you, Zane. Great job, man. Give him another round of applause. Good morning. I am Deirdre Pilch, and I am your proud superintendent of schools here in the Greeley Evans School District 6. Thank you, all of you, for being here this morning. So my job is to kind of wrap things up and talk about the importance of community. I don't think I have to convince you about the importance of community. You have heard today the difference this community has made in the lives of thousands of students here in District 6. This is my 7th year as your superintendent, and I'm getting a little older, but I'm also the luckiest person in this room. I have the best job in this community because I have you all and all the people you know who continue to give and give and give and come alongside us here in District 6. This foundation has truly transformed the way we introduce students to college and career in our elementaries, middle schools, and K-8s because of this Smart Lab project. Now, maybe you didn't give money to the Smart Lab project. That's okay, because if you live in the Greeley Evans School District, you are giving to the Smart Lab project through the mill levy override. When we first came together with this project, we said, you know, kids have got to be able to build things and create things and dream about things. And Julie said, wow, how can we help? Her board, Success Foundation board, said, how can we help? So we said, we have this mill levy override. Our voters have committed to career and college. For every lab you do, we can do a lab out of the mill levy override. Well, you know what? Soon, the community stepped up in such a big way, we were able to shift those mill levy override dollars in another direction to help students in District 6. Because our community said, our significant donors said, Mike Shoup said, I will help you with that. And if you haven't had a chance to visit a Smart Lab, you just reach out to any one of us at the district level or to Julie, and we'll get you into a Smart Lab and let you see what happens. So now, we're ready to do something for the big kids. We have a very robust career pathways program here in District 6. And our mill levy override and our bond issue that you all passed have been supporting those career pathways at all of our high schools. and supporting concurrent enrollment at UNC and Ames Community College. And now, we're going to expand our current technical education programming, and that is going to be the next effort of the Success Foundation. I'm going to tell you just a little bit more about that, but first I want to give you an opportunity to hear. Am I going first or is Robert? Am I finishing up or is Robert finishing up? He'll finish? Okay. All right, you're going to hear from Robert Martinez here in just a minute, who is in the construction trades program at Jefferson High School. And it's important that you hear from Robert because we have an exciting new project. So who's heard about District 6 creating a new Career and Technical Education Center and a new Jefferson High School? Who's heard about that? Oh, you are the informed crowd. So our bond issue is allowing us to renovate what is the old CDOT property just south of north of Billy Martinez at 14th Ave and 2nd Street. And so we're going to move Jefferson High School, our alternative high school, into that CDOT property, renovate it. And we're going to move the construction trades program from Jefferson High School into that building. And we're going to create additional career and technical education spaces there. Yeah, very excited. I heard you go, what? Yes. So we are going to have, are you ready for it? Now, I need you to know, our three big high schools, this high school, West, and Central, all have very robust career pathways and career and technical education programs. We have over 30 career pathways in the district, and we're going to do more. So at this new Career and Technical Education Center, we will have a welding program. Yes. We will have an early childhood program. Perfect, right? Because Jefferson is our teen parent program, so it's a perfect fit. We will have the construction trades program I mentioned with an emphasis on electrician. Exciting. We will also have an instructional technology or technology component. Ready? Cyber security. Wow. Wow. I heard you say wow. Yes, wow. And so, and then we'll also have a business component there as well. And finally, never before had in Greeley Evans School District, cosmetology. Okay, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you will be able to come to our new Career and Technical Education Center and provide the opportunity for students to help you with your cosmetology needs. You really will. So, we're very excited about this project. All this equipment for this project was not in the bond issue. So we are looking to fundraise and partner with business and industry to actually build out this Career and Technical Education Center. And the Success Foundation has agreed to come alongside us as we fundraise for that Career and Technical Education Center. So very excited about it. Plan to open that in the fall of 2023. And in the meantime, I want you to hear from this young man, Robert Martinez, and the work he has done with the construction trades program at Jefferson High School. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Robert Martinez and I am a 10th grader at Jefferson High School. And this is my first full year at the construction pathway program. And so far it has gone super well, like I mean extremely well. It has brought so many things to me, for fixing up houses to showing how many people are happy about living in houses that are affordable. My experience has been tremendous there. I enjoy it very much, and it is something fun to do, along with how when I first started, I didn't know anything about it, but my mom had asked my counselor to enroll me into it. And I didn't think it was going to go so well, but it was really fun to do. And it's something that could bring a lot of future careers into mind, such as being an electrician, an architect, or joining a construction crew at any point in time in your life. And ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to be an architect, and this kind of helps me out with being able to know what's going on and how well it could go. And it has shown me goals to provide and ample backup plans, such as being an electrician. And it's amazing to be in this. It is fun. You have people to talk to learn super cool things with. And new ideas come to mind every day building these houses in this construction program. With construction, I've been able to build houses for Habitat for Humanity. This has given me a real experience and a tremendous amount of joy, which I hope a lot of people in the future that join Jefferson have the same amount of joy, laughter, and fun building these houses. And if you ever have any idea about wanting to join construction, I prefer Jefferson with their construction program. And I hope to continue taking this construction program and being able to have the CTE classes help me figure out my career and improve my living situations.
Thank you, Robert. As you will notice, we did have a last-minute sub. So Robert came in at the last minute. His name is not in your program. I hope you have enjoyed our time with us this morning. We are coming to an end. The Success Foundation's mission is to build a strong and healthy community by bringing resources together to support education in District 6. We have grown since inception in 2010, and we are supporting many important projects for our students. We are excited to partner with the district on the Career and Technical Education Center, and will continue to work to understand funding gaps. Our goal is to secure additional resources to meet the needs of our students and ensure District 6 has the tools they need to help every student reach their greatest potential. So at this time, there is a big envelope on your table. If I could have our table captains or our District 6 representatives pull those out. There is an envelope in there. We would love to receive a donation from all of you to support our work and efforts. I will give you a few minutes to do that, but thank you so much for being here this morning. If you will return those envelopes back to your table captain before you leave, we would greatly appreciate it. And the table captains, if you will get those to us. If you would like to make a credit card donation, probably the easiest thing is to pull out your phone and to go to the website, d6successfoundation.org/breakfast4success. We will also have people, Patty Swanson back there. Thank you, Patty, for helping us, and Katie Callahan will be at the door if you'd like to have one of them process your payment. If you'd like for us to reach out to you, if you'll just put a note on that envelope, we will do that. So I'll give you a few minutes and then we will say goodbye. Thank you.